there. I hope you can see me okay. Either way, even if you're just listening, that's really what matters. 1 month, and it was over probably about a couple of days ago. It's going good, and the past 2 weeks have been awesome. The first couple of weeks were really, really rocky, and if you read, I posted blogs about it. I mean, a few people have read them too. I'm quite surprised. And basically, it was almost every single side effect that's possible, other than the tremors. I mean, the reason why I got on this pill is because a couple of people I know swore by it, and pretty much everybody online that I was reading about, different forums that I went to, and different websites like I think it was like drugs.com and WebMD and Mayo Clinic, and just all of those popular drug websites were basically showing that they had good reviews. Now, granted, it's not good for somebody who's already a very anxious person. It's just going to make them more anxious. If you do a little bit of Googling, and not to say that Google is going to answer everything, or even the things that you read are going to be even accurate, but most antidepressants work on your serotonin levels, just in a broad kind of explanation. This one in particular is an atypical antidepressant, and it works on your dopamine and norepinephrine levels. I believe it works a little bit on serotonin as well, but more so on dopamine. Do a little bit of research as to what dopamine does for you. I don't want to use the whole video to explain what dopamine does. But anyway, it's worked for me, okay? It's got me off my ass. These are the things that it's done for me so far. And granted, look, I've only been on it a month. Things could change. It's gotten me off my ass doing stuff. Normally I would sit there and think, I gotta do this, I gotta do the dishes, I gotta take out the trash, I gotta do this, and I would sit there and it would fester and fester and fester until it was such a nagging voice that it started to boot up my anxiety to where I would make excuses to myself to not do it. Okay, now you're probably saying to yourself, well, everybody does that. Okay, well, that's just one example. Another thing is that I have horrible memory. And now, you know, I seem to be remembering things that I haven't thought of in years. I mean, I remember names of people. I remember specific dates and instances, backtracking years. Whereas if you met me a couple of months ago, I couldn't remember fucking 2 days ago. Sorry. I couldn't remember birthdays. I couldn't remember any important dates. And you know, that would generally get people upset with me because they'd give me this information that I'm supposed to remember, and I couldn't remember it, not for the life of me. And I would say, I wish they could understand it's not my fault that I can't remember, you know? And apparently this is all a product of the depression. This is what I have basically is chronic depression, and if chronic means that it's reoccurring, basically what they call it is dysthymia, and it's a very mild depression, but it lasts a long time, and people that have dysthymia are more likely to do harm to themselves or to commit suicide than people who have just your typical clinical depression. That's not to say I'm not discrediting anybody, you know, or anything like that, but I'm just going based on statistics. Have I ever felt compelled to kill myself? No. I love myself too much, and I love my family too much, and the people around me too much to put them through that. Anyway, it's helped me with concentration. It's helped me with motivation. I'm just generally a more aware and focused person now. It kind of feels like you had a half a cup of coffee steadily all day. That's kind of what the boost or the energy kind of feels like. You're just not wired. You're just focused. That's the best way to describe it. So negativity doesn't affect me as much as it used to, where, I mean, somebody would say something and I would sit there and think about it all day long and think, oh man, I could think of all these retorts, you know, but I didn't say them on time, you know, and I would go online and, you know, just do very passive-aggressive stuff and, you know, and I have no remorse about it. But now, if somebody has a comment or an opinion or something like that, I just kind of like, hey man, that's your opinion. Whatever. You know, and negativity doesn't, what's the word, resonate within me like the way it used to. And it's only been a month. I mean, I'm so looking forward to the next few months. I mean, hopefully, I'm not going to say that people should not experience negativity or should not experience anxiety on a daily basis. No, it's part of human nature. I mean, it's there for a reason. It's just that mine was overactive, you know? And I never realized that irritability and anxiety and all of these negative begets negative are all part of depression. I had no idea. And so, you know, now that I'm aware, I'm you know, going to try to eliminate it the best that I can. Do I think I'm going to need these pills for the rest of my life? Who's to say? You know, I like the way I feel right now, and I like what it's doing for me. And if there comes a point in time where the pill's effect is not working anymore, well, you know, I'll figure it out. Whereas most times I was one of those people that if I had that thought in my mind, like say for example, I was thinking, oh God, what if it wears off? Instantaneously I would go and look online and look up secondary medications that I could possibly take, and then I'd stress myself out about it. But now I'm just kind of like, hey man, it is what it is, and if it happens, it happens. You know, more of a lackadaisy kind of approach, which to me is good because it's less stressful on me. And you know what? Nobody else out there is going to take care of you except for you. So I guess, you know, yeah, it's a pill, and it does what it's supposed to do. And I'm supposed to say, you know, that it doesn't work that way on everybody, which is indeed the case. Everybody's different. But I like the fact that it's an atypical antidepressant, and it's got a whole lot less side effects than most antidepressants do. The cold turkey phase doesn't last as long as most antidepressants. So that's good. You know, another thing is a lot of people think that you can take a pill and everything will be alright. You'll be happy all the time. And they think that a pill is going to make it to where you don't get upset and you don't get nervous and you don't get, you don't feel any negative emotion. That is not true. I mean, you're a human being. You're bound to feel different emotions. A freaking dog has the same amount, the same range of emotions that we do. I mean, you can't stop it. And anybody that thinks that a pill is going to make you permanently happy and not feel any kind of sadness or any negative emotions is a fucking retard. I'm sorry to say, but it's true. Go read a book, you know. But in general, yes, it's working. So I was going to say, along with this, you can't just take a pill. You have to, you have to have therapy too. Because you need to get to the root of what's causing your depression. I mean, it's common sense. You know, you can't just put a Band-Aid over a shark bite, you know, and expect for it to heal like a paper cut would. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm trying to throw out some metaphors that I think you guys can understand. So, anyway, but yeah, seek therapy, man. I mean, there's no harm in it. A lot of people have a pride issue. I don't need therapy, you know, there's nothing wrong with me. I mean, I think it's fun, you know? I mean, it's an hour talking about yourself. Who doesn't want to do that? You know? That's it. I mean, you got to figure out what's causing it. So, to me, that's the hard part. Taking a pill and all of its side effects is not the hard part. I got to, you know, go back in and reroute and see what the hell went wrong at what point in time, at what age, blah, 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 see how I can fix it. Oh, God. That's the hard part. So, yeah, good luck to people that are watching this video and are interested in taking this pill. And I hope you start to feel better. I really do. And, you know, by chance, for the few of you that have watched this video, if you have any questions, you know, feel free to ask me. I mean, I leave the comment section open. I mean, you can subscribe to this. I mean, this may be one of the last videos I post regarding this pill because I feel like, yeah, I'm over it. But, yeah, I have an inbox on YouTube. I mean, I have a Twitter account. I have a Facebook account. You can get a hold of me, man, if you have any questions, because if I think that there's by chance a way that I help, you know, with any kind of concerns you may have in regards to this, which is a very important, you know, a very important factor in your life, then it'll make me feel good, you know. So just let me know, and I guess we'll see you in the next video that's going to be totally and completely unrelated to depression.